we're going to practice the idea of making our partner start to step. So we're going to do this whipping motion where I lift the elbow and I start to, keep your whizzer in please. So we're specifically, for this particular move, we don't even mind if we give up the inside head position. All this is fine. But what I'm going to practice is this move where I whip and I start to like load him onto my hip. So let's say he has the other leg back for now. Put this leg back, this leg forward, this leg back. Yep, so we're in like a position like this. You're going to practice moving him into this position. Can you keep your whizzer in? Thank you. We're going to move him like here and load him up. So it's this whipping motion where I'm lifting him like so. Then I'm going to go from here, I'm going to back step. So I'm going to go here, back step. Here, back step. Then we're going to work off a grip. So we're going to have a wrist. So we're going to go here, back step. Here, back step. And I'm going to start to pull this arm across the body as I go. So I start to go here, loading him up, back step. Here. And we're just going to practice this entry a few times. We get the idea of the footwork, right? So I'm loading him onto my hip. This detail might help you. We get an underhook here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk, pulling him back in a motion like this. So I'm going to walk, and then start that same like shucky motion I showed you with the underhook. I think it'll be easy for you guys. So rather than trying to do it all in one motion, you're going to walk, load. Walk, load. Walk, back step, load. I'm going to throw you. Walk, load. Send him through. All right, let's go. We are going to be throwing our partner. Remember, if you're the uke being thrown, you want to stay nice and relaxed, and when you're thrown, you want to break fall on the mat and let your body be quite relaxed. Don't stiffen up, don't hand post. Just let your body go, smack on the mat, you're going to be fine. Once you learn how to break fall, it's not so scary and it doesn't hurt so much. So I've got the underhook and we're operating from here, and he's put a whizzer in, he's winning the head position. So I actually don't want the good head position here. I'm going to grip up on the wrist and I'm practicing moving him in the position of backstepping. I was watching some people standing with wide legs. That's not what I want. So I'm moving him over and then I'm starting to step in. Moving him over, stepping in. Then what we're going to do, we've got a few variations of throw we can hit. What we're going to hit initially is a Harai Goshi. Now it's still a hip throw, but well, it's a variation. I'm using my hip for most of the throw, and then my leg just does a kick. Too often people try to do Harai where they're just kicking with their leg. And this is probably the mistake you see. So what someone who's good at judo, they'll do the Harai and they bring their partner in and rotate. So see this pulling that I'm doing where I'm like pulling and lifting him in a circle. Then I start to throw, lifting him with the hip, and then from here I come in and then I start to sweep with the leg, okay? And that's how we finish. So I take my hamstring just above Dean's quad here, and then I'm gonna sweep him through the leg. I'm gonna throw you on this one, Dean. Yep. So always let your partner know when you're gonna throw them. It's definitely a nice thing to do. So I move him in, I back step, I start to throw, and then I put him through. Okay, so it should be pretty smooth and pretty easy. Yeah, okay, it doesn't hurt you? So, well, UFC got out of this. So I move him into position, 1, 2, sweeping our man through. So you understand the Ogoshi is a full hip throw. Ogoshi is where I take my full hip across and load. Kind of like a very traditional, what you'd hear people call a judo throw. We've just done Harai. Harai is where we sweep on the outside. Now let's play around with Hane Goshi. We played with this for a while ago now, what, like 18 months ago, 2 years or something. Kind of got into it for a bit and got some really big throws in the training room. Hane Goshi, we can do exactly the same movement we just did. So we can do the same footwork where we step and we start to load here. Now the only difference is I'm going to start my throw the same way. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to start to throw him. Where we kicked on the outside last time, Hane Goshi, I kind of put a hook in at his knee and I just open and sweep. So it's this weird movement. But what my knee does is it kind of whips him around in a circle. So as I start to throw him, I go like this. I kind of open my knee. So it's a funky looking movement, but it causes even more velocity than just the kick, I would say. Because rather than kicking, I'm actually sweeping and opening my hip as I throw, okay? So Hane would look something like this. We're here, we're moving, I throw and step him up, and I slip him through. I mean, you nearly put him all the way back to his feet. All right, I'm not going to throw him too many times, you give it a go.